Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. We are getting closer to when I will be able to show you the inside of this mini catalogue. It launches on the 6th of September 2023. But in the meantime, I can still show you what I have been able to pre-order and what I make with it. So today's card is made with the Beary Cute bundle, and I have used a designer series paper from the suite as well. So it opens like this and then like that. So there's loads of space for you to write your message in there. Cute! Very cute. So this is the stamp set. And I have obviously used the tree and the bear, and I've given him a little scarf to keep him cozy as well. And I've used the smallest snowflake and the warm wishes stamp. Now, I want to show you the designer series paper because it's fabulous. It's such a fun paper pack. So it is called Beary Christmas. And it has these gifts, and on the other side we've got this kind of Scandi pattern in greens. Then we have paw prints and gifts and snowflakes. Then we have cute polar bears, Christmas trees, little bunnies on the polar bears as well, just adorable. And this guy here can be cut with the punch that goes with the suite. Okay, very cute punch. Okay, so we can cut him out with that, which is adorable. We have more patterns in blues this time on the back. And then we've got some other little creatures. I absolutely adore this little seal. But they all are adorable. Arctic foxes, bunnies, seals, deer. Beautiful. So cute. And we've got reds on the back of this one. Red and blue. And very vanilla, I think. And then this one's just too sweet as well, isn't it? Oh, these little polar bear families. Adorable. And we've got Christmas trees on this one. This is the design I have used for my card, so I will come back to this one in a moment. Once I've shown you this absolutely adorable piece. Here we go in its full glory. Isn't that just too cute to cut? Definitely. And then that's so pretty as well, but there's no way on earth I'll be using that bit. I might use that bit if I cut this down, but I'm just not sure I can cut that at all. Anyway, so that's the paper pack. Now, as I said, coming back to that sheet because it confused me. Because I cut a card base when I was first thinking about making this card with Very Vanilla. And then I put that bit up beside it. And as you can see, it's like, no, that's not. It goes much better with white. However, if you use the bottom of the sheet, it does go much better with Very Vanilla. So it kind of starts off as white and graduates down towards vanilla on there. So when I'd looked at it originally, I thought, yep, Very Vanilla, we'll go with that. Made one, cut out the pieces, and went, no, doesn't work, because I used the top of the sheet. So I've got my white one, basic white. I am going to now just use this piece of Berry Vanilla that I have already cut. So this is a piece, it's half a sheet of A4 cut on the short side at 4 1/8, okay? And then when you I scored it at 5 7/8, and when you do that, it doesn't quite meet, okay? There is a tiny little gap there, okay? Which is why I often do mine at 5 3/4, and then I chop a little bit off. So I did it at 5 7/8, and then what I did was put it back in my trimmer and cut off 1.5 inches from the shorter piece there. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so we've done that bit, and so now I want to do all the bits of decoration and get my designer series paper sorted. So I've got lots of bits and bobs here. As I say, I want to use the bottom part of this. So let me get my trimmer. And for this, I want to, I did have notes. Oh, I put them on the back of the card, that's where I put them. So I want to cut this down to 3 7/8, okay, like so, and then 5 1/2. I'm going to go just ever so slightly, not even a 16th more than 5 1/2. And then I'm going to do this one at 3 7/8. Is it? No, hold on. 4 1/8. Whew, that was close. 4 1/8. Okay, and then I've got my 2 pieces there. The eagle-eyed amongst you might have spotted that my pattern did not continue over there, because I had cut it and then I lost the bit that I cut. I still haven't found it a day later, but never mind. So I've got my 2 pieces there. That one is simply going to go on there, but I'm going to leave my edge around there and butt it right up to there. And similarly, this one I'm going to glue, but I'm going to butt that cut edge right up. Okay, so let me just do that first of all. Okay, that's our gluing done for now. Let's do a little bit of the decoration. I'm going to bring this back in so you can see it again. And I want to use my 2 3/8 punch to cut a piece of basic white. Do I want basic white? No, I don't want basic white. I want Berry Vanilla. Nearly used the wrong bit of card again. So I'm going Berry Vanilla this time to stick with my card base. Okay, I have already die cut a Misty Moonlight piece of card, and that is using the Stylish Shapes dies and the second largest circle on that. That layers up beautifully. Okay. I do want to do some stamping, and I'm going to use, Pebbled Path. Pebbled Path is my new black, I think. It's just, I quite often use basic grey instead of black, but these days I seem to automatically go for Pebbled Path. Don't know why. It's a nice, it's warmer, if you know what I mean. It's not quite so harsh as black. So, stamped my little, rather large polar bear, lining him up there. Little press. Hey presto! We have our polar bear. And let's get rid of that. I gave him a little scarf. I'm going to stick with doing the same with Misty Moonlight. So just inking that up, and then trying not to get my head in the way, but trying also to line up the edge of the scarf with the lines on the polar bear. Slightly over on that one. Probably should have brought it slightly further down, but it looks fine to me. Okay, that's that one done. Now, I want to do some green stamping now. Let's get rid of that. And on my white piece of card, bring that back, I stamped the tree with Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. Okay. So you have two stamps, the outline and the infill. Bring that back over. So I actually prefer to do the infill first with most of my stamping. I just find it easier. Okay, so I've got the infill there with Old Olive, then ink up my outline with Mossy Meadow, and then just pop that down on top. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be. But it's pretty damn good. Okay, so we've got all of the infill inside the outline. I then fussy cut that, and so you don't have to watch me do it again, here's one I prepared earlier. So I did stick with white on that, so we've got the contrast against the very vanilla there. All right, so a little bit more stamping. I'm going to get rid of my Mossy Meadow. Don't need you. And I'm going to bring in my Old Olive for the Warm Wishes sentiment. Okay, so Old Olive, Warm Wishes, and I'm going to bring that a bit further down, sorry, so that I can see where I've got to, and kind of want to have that straightish on there. All right, then I've got my Misty Moonlight again. Let's close up Old Olive. Misty Moonlight, and as I said, it's a small snowflake, and I'm doing it full strength. Then I'm inking it up again so that I've not got strange amounts of strange bits with full ink and not full ink. I'll show you what I mean. So if I were to do that on there and then do that, well, it's not too bad actually. Ignore me. I'm going to stick with what I'm doing though. So stamp off to get the lighter one, like so. Then full strength. I think that will probably be enough. I'll do a little one down here, just in case. Okay, so get my stamping done. I think it is. I think it is. Righty, let's put these guys on here. And again, I do want things to be relatively straight. So I'm lining up my wishes on there like that. Then I'm going to add some glue to just one side of my, oh, yeah, just one side, but the wrong side. Hey, dear. Don't do that. If you do that, however, little fix. Where's my embossing buddy? So I've wiped off the excess of the glue. I could wait until that dries and use my trusty eraser. But if you're impatient and want a quicker fix, embossing buddy, stick that all over, give it a good tap so that you get plenty of the powder out, and basically just feel your way to make sure that none of it is sticky anymore. Perfect, done. Whew. Right, let's try that again. I wanted this side. Like so. Right, again, line that up. Make sure my wishes is straight. And kind of want my tree to be straight too. So just giving that a little bit of a guide along there. My polar bear is going to go on there. And again, I want his feet to line up. So I'm gluing everything apart from, I can do a little bit on there and do this bit here. Okay. So making sure his feet are lining up with a line so that everything kind of looks a bit straightish. All right, so that's that bit done. I then have a piece of Misty Moonlight card, which is 3/4 of an inch and is 6 inches long. The length doesn't really matter. And I want to add some glue to the end there. And I have, oh goodness, what am I like today with the gluing? Right, I need to fix that as well. So I've got my circle kind of middle-ish, and I want to put that piece along there. And again, use your grid mat to try and decide 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. It's up a little bitty. That will do, and that's in the middle there. Okay, so after all of that, right, need to get that embossing body out again. I will tidy this up properly later. What I might do is punch another polar bear, because you will see that when you open the card like that. Well, I'm going to carry on regardless. You take your time, make sure you've not made a mess. And talking of mess, let's get rid of that sheet. Right. Now I can glue that on top of there. Okay, and I can put glue all over that circle. And again, I want this to be relatively straight, so I've got that running along there straight, and that's good enough for me. You can give it a little twizzle if you need to. There we go. Right, done. Oh my lord. Honestly, this isn't that difficult. Right. I want to decide where placing that, like so, and then take my ruler, and I can either take a bone folder or something to score along that line, or I could just have bent it that way and then bend it back the other way like that. Okay, now obviously this bit is too long because this bit is going to go over it, so I want to put that in place like that so that the score line's actually under there, and I can just use that as a guide to chop that off. It doesn't have to be straight. Now I'm adding glue to that bit we've just chopped, and I'm going to glue that with that score line right on the edge there. Up a little bit, Heather, up a little bit. Good with that? Let's give it a twizzle. Then add glue to all of this. And you will need to leave a tiny, tiny little gap at the edge so that that still swings over nicely. Okay, but if you line it up along these sides, you've got that little bit. Nice shadow. You need to have that bit for that to go over there, like so. Okay, like that. That still goes over. Perfect. Give that a little press, and then finally, it needed something else. It needed another bit of the designer series paper. So this is the bit I chopped earlier, and I want to how way did I do that? I think I did it at I did it at the bottom edge. So that was 3/4 of an inch, so I took it back to be, what was that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. Oh, I can't count. Right, so, and this was done by eye. Okay, so got my little pencil and just thought, that's the edge there. I want the edge to be just a fraction there. Trim that off. Obviously this will depend on how far across you put your circle, which is why I can't give you a precise measurement for it. Okay, you just have to judge it. A little bit glue there. Pop that on in between. Give that a good press. And there we have, ready for the bling, which is from the same suite, and these are adhesive backed glitter sequins. And they sure are glittery. Okay, so I went a bit over the top with them, to be perfectly honest. So we'll go, didn't use a big blue one the last time, so we'll use a big blue one there. And a little green one here. And big white clear one there. Little blue one. Little clear one, I think, down here. Beary Cute. No idea what this fold is called, if it's called anything at all. I've got a grubby mark on there, but I have. There we have it. My very first card using Beary Cute Sweet. If you exclude the Memories and More cards that I have made that you can find in my blog. Talking of my blog, you'll get all the measurements for this card. I can't give you links to the products, the new products yet, but there will be a link to my shop. The links are all in the description for this video, and I hope you'll check them out. If you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to click on that subscribe button, click on the bell to get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. In the meantime, I'd love for you to tell me, are you team basic white or very vanilla? Thanks for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye.